Happy Friday, everyone. Here we are again, the night before yet another must-win game for the Miami Hurricanes if they want to have any hope of keeping their playoff dreams alive. Yes, we know that it could be considered quite slim, but we've discussed it on this channel many times. It is not impossible. However, you do have to win this game, obviously, and possibly in a big way. That wouldn't hurt, right? How's everybody doing? Let me know how y'all are. A happy Friday. We do have Florida State and NC State throwing down right now. Both of those teams fighting for bowl eligibility. And I think that if somebody needs it more, if they want to go to a bowl game, right? I think it's got to be Florida State because they have to play Florida next week. So that's, NC State would still have a shot at UNC. So that's very winnable for them. I mean, I'm guessing Florida State fans still want to win this game, right? I mean, I see Nick in here. I see Noel for Life 757. Yeah, there's always a couple Seminole fans in here. I mean, winning's always better than losing, right? Or are you trying to expedite the process potentially of getting Norvell out of there? But if they were going to do that, they would have already done it, right? So I would guess that you want to win. And I don't know that you would want to lose out on purpose. Talk to me. Talk to me here. I know as a Miami fan, we've been in that position before at times, and it's very heavily debated amongst the fans. Some people say, you know what, just lose. Just lose the rest of these games. I don't care. I've checked out. I'd like to know how Florida State fans actually feel. Real talk. My man Crip in here in the building, always showing some love. Appreciate you, Crip. I saw, I don't know if you're still playing Marvel Rivals, but I was pumped whenever they dropped Gambit. Gambit was like my favorite character in the X-Men universe. Huge Gambit guy. I used to go around in my backyard and I would have a deck of cards and I would throw it at stuff, thinking that I was him, you know.
Go Canes and hand waving to the best fan John Bird.
Name dropping John Bird, huh? That's a good man. That's a good man right there. Tropical! Thank you, Tropical. I will sit you atop the throne for that very generous 305. Thank you, Tropical. Sheldon says, what's the number? It'll be on the left-hand side of your screen there, 865-229-4131. Just keep in mind, get your phones ready, y'all, because it's going to be a somewhat short stream. Why? We got to be up at the butt crack of dawn tomorrow for this Miami-Virginia Tech game. It's a noon kickoff. It's going to be tough. It's going to be real tough. We got Nick Snyder in here. Noah for Life 757. My guy Fresh. Go Canes too. What is a hoagie? I believe that's a sandwich, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not a big sandwich guy, but I think you can order one. I'm guessing it has ham or something on it. We got David Appleton. Who else we got in here? Of course, my man John Birdie says, it's cold in West Virginia. I saw some people saying, Coop, why are you in shorts if it's so cold? We're waiting for people to find their virtual seats here. You know, the hair on my legs, it keeps me warm. You know, so this half's not a problem. But up here, you know, I do get a little chilly. It's true. We got David in here, A. Sierra. Feeling great, happy that it's Friday, ready for game day tomorrow. It sneaks up on us, doesn't it? It's crazy how quick it gets here. MS79 checking in, Cali Kane gang, Hurricane B. Weather is raining tomorrow at 10 a.m. in Blacksburg. We will get a weather report here, see what we got going on. Ant in here, Oklahoma beating Bama hurt us. It did. It was kind of funny because in the moment, I was like, heck yeah, okay, Bama went down. And then I thought about it, and I was like, well, shoot, that kind of sucks, actually. Yeah. We got Katie in here. We're sitting here hoping other teams put us into something we played our own way out of. Yep. We are here again. Somewhere I did not want to be. Yep. Manny checking in as well. Good to see y'all. So, man, look at this. I mean... Actually, let me put Tropical up here. Actually, she got bumped by the man she complimented.
My main man Co-op and my favorite Miami girl, Tropical. Go Hurricanes.
Tropical. Got bumped by the man she complimented. Both of them just showing some love. I appreciate it. Thank you, John. Thank you for the love, bro. I put you up there. I was about to type Tropical out. I really was. I was in the process of typing it. My man Dion in here. One of just 2 games remaining in the regular season is going down early tomorrow afternoon. And it's just so crazy to think that we're kind of already on the tail end of this thing, right? I know there are some things that can happen. You can discuss bowl games and college football playoffs and all that, but it doesn't change the fact that the regular season for college football is starting to come to a close here. And it makes me a very, very sad man. I look forward to this each and every year. But here we are. So we got to make the most of it, right? The number 13 ranked Miami Hurricanes are going to be taking on Virginia Tech tomorrow. This is a team with 3 wins. They are 3-7, but this is at Lane Stadium. This is only Miami's 3rd away game of the season. So the Canes still kind of have something to play for. You know, I know that in a lot of ways it's out of Miami's hands, but you do have to continue to win to have any shot of sneaking into the playoffs. Virginia Tech cannot even play for a bowl game at this point. There is potentially an argument here. Some say that maybe
Coop.
Eric. Good to see you, Eric. How was the softball tournament? Let me know. Thank you for the love. I mean, some people say that they want to impress their new head coach, James Franklin, but I mean, I feel like half the guys are not even going to be on the roster next season once that transfer portal opens up. They just don't have a whole lot to play for, you know? I mean, you can never underestimate any opponent. This goes without saying. I would like to believe that Miami is not going to do that, but you got to hope that they don't play down to the competition. A 3-win football team in their house. Virginia Tech fans, I think this game might be sold out. It's definitely going to energize the fans. The fact that they know that real change is on the way. And, you know, the fans are going to be hyped for James Franklin. He's going to be in attendance. I think he's got 30 or 40 recruits that are going to be there checking out the game. And trust me, they're going to have their rah-rah moment with James Franklin. They're going to have him in there hyping everybody up. And that's cool and all. But he's not going to be coaching. And this roster is what this roster is going to be for this season, which is not good. Not good. It's your first call-in show. Welcome to the call-in show, Andrew. We got to actually call. Yes, so you do need to call in to make it official for the score prediction contest. So just have it ready to go. We'll open it up here in just a few minutes. We will open it up. You want it? Congrats. Heck yeah. That's awesome. So we won't waste too much time with the small talk from me right tonight, since we have a short stream here tonight. So we want to take a look at the weather report. Miami is battle tested in the rain, if that does end up being a factor here. It does look like that there's a good chance that it rains some tonight. So we're looking at 83% chance of rain around midnight tonight. You've got showers up until that point, so it's possible that it could be some wet conditions. Looks like it kind of moves out of the area. I mean, we're talking about weather here, so, you know, take it with a grain of salt. But it's showing the rain kind of moving out of the area around 11 a.m., so maybe about an hour before kickoff. So we'll see how much that plays a part in this game. If it does rain, I mean, we'll talk more on that here in a moment, but we all know that Virginia Tech is a super one-dimensional team. They run the football. Drones runs the football. Hawkins, their running back, runs the ball. They have a lot of design runs for drones. Dude is struggling to throw the ball this season. He's not even completing 60% of his passes. I think he's coming in at about 58. They can't afford to get away from that, even if teams see that coming, because they just can't really throw the ball around. Their offensive line is bad in pass protection. It's not me hating. It's not me pretending like that they can't try to make it a game. This is a team that has played some teams really tough in the first half of games. But they don't quite have the depth and the talent to hang with teams in the second half of games. And that's when a lot of these teams tend to run away with it. Like Vanderbilt, Louisville, I think they were only down like 3 against Florida State. And then these teams come back and beat them pretty easily in the second half of the game. But we're not really worried. It could just make the game potentially a little bit lower scoring. Right now, it's not really looking like a lot of rain at kickoff anyways. But we'll see. Virginia Tech does announce. I don't know if y'all have seen this. David, hey, you watch me all the time. You love the content. I appreciate you. I wouldn't be able to do this without you. I mean it, David. Like I'm one-on-one. I'm making direct eye contact with you. Thank you. Thank you, my friend. Let's face it, we should just enjoy the Canes playing well and not start worrying like you sound right now a little. I mean, I don't want the season to end. So, and this is a hot topic. This is something that we could debate. What's up, Get Some? In here like always. The thing is I can sit here and say, hey, this Miami team is not perfect. They still have a lot of things they need to work on. Some of the portion of the fan base says, well, if they get to the playoffs, they're going to get smashed by this team, that team, or whoever. I don't want the season to be over. I want this team to make it to the playoffs, and anything can happen. Like really, right? The thing is, people say, well, if you lost to Louisville, and look, I'm not trying to sunshine pump. Just hear me out for a second. They say if you lost to Louisville or SMU, it's impossible that they could win a game in the playoffs because those teams are better. It's not how it works, right? If that were the case, what is Alabama doing possibly making it into the playoffs when they dropped a game to what is now a 5-win Florida State team? Yes, I know it was the first game of the season, but we can talk about any other game in the middle of the season as well. You have teams all the time that will drop a game to someone they shouldn't lose to, and then they win a bigger game against a better opponent. You want let's see, Notre Dame. Notre Dame, of course, ended up playing in the national championship. They lost the game to NIU. At that point, then why not just cancel the season after it? You lost the game to NIU. Why play any of the other ones against better opponents? So my argument, all I'm trying to say is just because they lost to Louisville and SMU does not mean that they're not capable of winning a big game in the playoffs potentially. We would have to preview it. We would have to really dive deep into it and look at the matchup. But it's not impossible, right? That's all I'm saying. Oh yeah, because this is going to fire up some debates. I see here. Okay. Now the uniform combo, special little uniform combo here for the Hokies. This is the Hokie Stone. So I had to do a little bit of digging because I didn't know what the deal was with this. I wasn't sure if it was the first time they wore it. I figured it had some sort of meaning. And apparently it pays tribute to Virginia Tech's history. And Hokie Stone is a particular limestone rock that is native to the Appalachian region. There's actually a slab of Hokie Stone at the end of the tunnel whenever the team runs out. Or not at the end of it. It might be at the beginning. It's at the end. No, it's at the end of the tunnel whenever they're coming out onto the field. And even some of the buildings on campus and stuff are built with that same stone. I think there's a lot of quarries and stuff around in the area. So it's a very important thing. And I'll be honest, I know people don't like it whenever I compliment another team, but I think these are kind of fire. I think it's cool that they have meaning, and it is something that means a lot, in that area. So I think that's a pretty cool thing that they did. Now, I mean, it's not going to help them win the game. I know there are some people that think uniforms have some sort of magical powers, but at the very least, if they're gonna lose, they can lose looking decent. Right? Who wants to be ugly and be a loser? Not me. So, hey, at least they look pretty cool. I think that's a pretty sick looking uniform in my personal opinion. As far as Miami, we are rocking the white over orange. Thoughts? Some people had been waiting for this, I believe. The overall response from the fan base seems to be pretty positive. People are saying, finally, heck yeah, let's go. White over orange for the Canes. When are they going to wear green? Never, I guess. Yeah, I like the green. You know the time of the Pitt game? The Pitt game was put on a hold, so we won't know that just yet. Yeah, but we'll find out soon. 38 degrees here in Boston. We had a cold front move through where it was like a false winter here where I live. So we were having highs of like 35 and 38. The past few days, it's been 70. Pretty crazy, right? We're going to take a look at the injury report here in just a moment. I see some people asking. We'll get to it. I don't mind the White Over-Runner show. It's all right. Team captains for tomorrow. You have Alex Bauman, Brockemeyer, Mauanoa, Bain, Mesidor, Cooper, Thomas, and Basainth. We'll clap it up for those guys. Maybe Beck can't see green well. I mean, hey, we don't know the specifics. You never know. Injury report. Okay. Canes on top here. Obviously, you'll see that wide receiver Tony Johnson is still out. But you'll see that there are some names here that have been on it for a little bit that are not there currently. Obviously, Keontae Scott still out. Many believe that it's possible that he's out for the remainder of the season. Very possible. OJ is listed as probable. So that is potentially good news. But the name that you probably noticed that is no longer on here, two names, is going to be Daniels at wide receiver, who was supposedly close to being good to go last week, did not end up playing. I don't believe in that game, right? I don't think Daniels got to play. If he did, he didn't have any catches. Fletcher is not on here. So what's going to be very interesting to watch here is if Fletcher is good to go, and we love Mark Fletcher, put him on a stretcher, Fletcher. Like, this dude has done so much for Miami. What happens with Gerard Pringle? This is the question. Fletcher is obviously RB1. He is the starter. I think many Canes fans agree that Pringle kind of changed this offense. How healthy is Mark Fletcher? How many snaps is he going to get? Because I saw there was a lot of fans arguing on social media who were saying, "Oh, this sucks. Mark Fletcher's back. Like, I wanted it to be Gerard Pringle getting the bulk of the carries again." I would never hate on a player, but man, Pringle makes this offense look different. So you got to balance that because you got, it was Fletcher and then you had Brown, and Brown would kind of be more the 3rd and 1, 4th and short, something like your short yardage back, and you would throw Fletcher in there to get the bulk of the carries. Pringle, though, man, the positive yards he picks up on first downs and the vision, and he just seems like he's faster and just more elusive. I feel like Pringle has definitely still earned some carries. Like, if Fletcher's 100%, you still have to find a way to get Pringle involved in this game and hand that dude the freaking ball. Right? Like last year's rushing attack. But see, we can't forget about, they're also going to play Marty Brown. Best players play, period. Fletcher is short yardage now, so maybe it's more of a, you guys think that it's Pringle and Fletcher, either one of those, and then Brown is no, you guys are saying Pringle and then use Fletcher as the short yardage back. Okay, triple threat. Okay. And then have Brown. Hey, all I'm saying is this offense looks way different. Y'all gave up on Lyle. I mean, he's been kind of banged up a little bit, hasn't he? And I know it seems like he's not really, I don't know if it's the way that Dawson's calling some of those run plays or if maybe he's just not 100%. I'm just saying that I like Gerard Pringle a lot. I try to not be that guy that's, ooh, shiny new toy, the young guy. This guy has come out, though, these last 2 games and played really well. Y'all give up from game to game? We do. I was under the impression that Lyle is not 100%. He's not listed on the injury report, but Not 100%. If that's what you're referring to. But I'm a huge Pringle fan. It's very obvious that when he's in the game, you can see the difference in this offense with him back there. And you can say that without throwing shade at Fletcher or Lyle or Marty Brown. You play the best players, and guess what? Put your big boy pants on, because some people are going to start and some others are not. Some are going to get more carries than others, more snaps. It is what it is. I got you. I like the back and forth. That's fine. We don't need to revert back to it. Yeah, I feel you. Got to earn his way back in. Okay. And you put Pringle at wide receiver. I mean, he's fast. Florida State update here. Still down to NC State. We got him up over here. All right. Of course, I'm watching Little Brother. We got him up right here. Don't think that I don't have eyes on it. Of course we do. So, hey, the field might be wet. Don't know if it's actually going to be raining during the game. Not really concerned about that. Virginia Tech is going to run the ball. It's what they have to do, because it's been about the only thing they could do this season. They threw the football 18 times against Florida State, and Drone still managed to make one of them an interception. He's struggling, but he can run. It's just a very one-dimensional offense. I think if you can try to keep Drones in the pocket and force him to throw, though, I mean, we have back-to-back games with pick sixes. One by Scott, one by Thomas. Could this be another game where we maybe get a defensive score, or the defense could help out the offense a little bit here? Because Virginia Tech could potentially try to limit the amount of times that Miami's offense has the ball. They would try to slow the game down as well, keep it lower scoring. They really have to rely on the run because they're forced to. So then it could make it a little bit closer than it should be. Good to see you, Peso. My man Sage checking in. But I have a beatdown. I have 42-10 for Miami, which is a 32-point victory. And the Canes are listed as a 17.5-point favorite. I don't know if I just got a little carried away with it or what. I know Virginia Tech's not good. They're not. And I understand that it's November. Believe me, I know that it's at Lane Stadium, and you can enter Sandman this and enter Sandman that, and you can talk about James Franklin being on the sideline, pointing at things and talking and whatever. Miami should dominate this team. Keyword should. This should be a blowout. This should have Virginia Tech fans who are just wanting to try to have a little fun and maybe enjoy at least the first half of the game so they can hang out and talk about James Franklin and all the big changes coming. It should have them wanting to turn it off and do something else. Leaving the stadium at halftime. Is that what we'll see tomorrow afternoon? I don't know. But on paper, this is a Miami victory in a big way. They have to know what's at stake, and I do believe that they understand that. I would like to think that, especially that Dawson understands that with his play calling. There were some people last week I know saying, hey, let's go ahead and pull the starters out, and they did it at one point. But you do need a little bit of style points. If you go in, winning is the end goal. So just get the W, right? I understand. But if you do want to make that push, and these players do, they want to go to the playoffs. The coaches want to go to the playoffs. You're going to have to run it up a little bit. You can't go into Blacksburg, go on the road, and people say, hey, man, we've seen this offense pick it up these past few weeks, but now they got to go and travel out to Blacksburg, and then you win by 6 or 10. You're going to need more than that, and they know that. And this is the perfect opportunity to do that against a team that is struggling. Guys, they have won 3 football games. So there's not going to be any excuses or none of that tomorrow. If you know we're in the third quarter and it's like 13-10 or something. Okay. Okay. This should be a big win for Miami. What's up, Chris? Cheers. Happy Friday. They did. They lost to Old Dominion. They sure did. But somehow they beat NC State.
On the side of your helmet.
James Franklin to Tech is really big.
Mm-hmm.
I think he eventually turns them into a playoff team. I'd love to have that Tech-Miami rivalry be a big game.
Right. I think it's the right hire for them. This guy, I don't know how to explain this. There is nothing deeper with this. I need everyone to understand. I don't even know what you could take away from this, but I want to add there's nothing else to this. I don't mean anything weird by it. This guy looks like a Virginia Tech head coach. Like this looks like where he was meant to be. And I don't know how to describe it. I don't know what it is. When I think, okay, who's the head coach of the Virginia Tech Hokies? If I close my eyes, this is who I picture. And that's just me. I don't know how to explain it. This looks like the guy that was meant to be their head coach. I don't know if it's because he kind of looked like a turkey or something. Like, hold on a second. I don't think so. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe he reminds me of here. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the bald head. I don't know. I'm not sure, y'all. I just think that this man looks like that he was born to coach Virginia Tech. And yeah, I do think that he'll probably do pretty well there. You know, Virginia Tech needs to pick it up and be a better team. I actually had decent expectations for them this season, and they made me look like a big fat idiot.
We ballin',
yeah. James Franklin is Sunbelt Billy. You think so? Y'all think that he can turn Virginia Tech around? You think he can? I know they're investing more into their sports. It's not just football in general, but a lot of sports and different things at Virginia Tech. Do you think he could make them decent? And Paul Marketing, welcome officially to the Canes fan. Thank you, Andrew, for that 5. I think he's probably the right guy for it. Yeah, I think that's a really big hire, and I think he'll do well there. It may take a little bit of time, but, you know, they have some traditions. They have some things that would get some players, big-time players, to go there. Absolutely, and if they're going to spend the money as well, they attack that transfer portal. Yeah, I think you're going to do all right there. So that's my little spiel. Let's get this phone line opened up. What do we think about Pitt, Georgia Tech tomorrow? You know, Pitt gets beat down by Notre Dame after those comments from their head coach. Can they beat Georgia Tech tomorrow while we get this phone line opened up? You don't think he's doing a thing? You don't think so? All right, let me get this phone line opened up. And while I'm working on it, you know that I have to give a big shout out to the sponsor of tonight's live stream, powering the phone lines for you guys. Without them, I mean, there wouldn't be an opportunity to call in and win this 600 because they're powering these things. Sleeper, the #1 sports app. I hope that you have it on your phone because, I mean, right now, I'm always talking about the picks contest because that's my favorite thing to do. But you can also go in here and track live scores for the games. So tomorrow you could fire it up. Like, let's say that you weren't at home. You could go through and be looking at the games, follow it play by play. You could leave comments on them and chat about it and stuff. But of course, my favorite part is the picks contest. Tomorrow, we're going to put one together at halftime for the Titans game. It's Titans Seahawks. The Titans are 1-9, looking for their second win of the season, tanking for another number 1 draft pick here to get our guy Cam Ward some help. But it's as simple as picking more or less on these player stats. It's really quick and easy to do. You could enter a picks contest in probably 30 seconds or less. You could put your football knowledge, your sports knowledge to the test and turn it into some real money. Just check them out. Top link in the description. Make sure that you plug in code word Coop because you'll get that 100% deposit match and you'll get $20 for free with no deposit needed. So check them out. I'm on Sleeper all the freaking time. Love that app. I don't know why you don't have it yet. I'm just saying. What happened to the Titan streams? I just got too busy. Miami Hurricanes will always come first, and then it's Titans content if I have the time to. I was planning on doing previews and stuff for the Titans games, and a lot of people said, "Oh, I see they suck, so you're not doing the videos." It's not that. I just haven't had the time. Miami gets my full attention, and then we go from there. So get that phone in there, 865-229-4131, giving away $600 if you can predict the score. We'll see if the phone line works from the beginning this week or if it's going to be messed up. Let's find out. What's up, Ronald? Oh, yeah, but no, I don't mind asking, yeah. I wish I had time to do more of them. That's the highest caliber coach they can get for sure. There were a few Florida State fans that wanted him. More than a few. There were a lot of Florida State fans that wanted James Franklin. And some of them were mad that, they want to, let's lose all these games and hurry and get him in here. Can they get back to Beamer ball? Okay, so it'll start functioning here in a minute. It's just got to warm up. It's like an older vehicle. You got to give it a second to warm up here. It'll be firing on all cylinders in just a moment because the phone line's open. It's ready to rock. It's just frozen. So we'll give it a second. Just keep trying. I'll get y'all in here. But just keep in mind, if you're on the fence about when you want to call in, it is going to be a bit of a shorter stream because I am not going to lie. I love each and every game. I cherish all of them. I do, especially before kickoff when you still have, hope. But noon is rough for me. I don't sleep very well. I don't sleep much, to be honest with y'all. And noon is early. It's very, very early for me. There it is. It took my man Eric to fix the phone line tonight.
First time? What?
Yeah.
What's going on here?
Yeah, it says we missed about 30 phone calls, and then, it was broken, and then bam, your name popped up, and it fixed it.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Caller number 1.
Well, it's me, number 1 in your hearts, baby.
Yep. Yeah. That's right. Number 1 Miami fan. Number 1 viewer. Number 1 caller. Number 1 softball player. You guys won the game?
Yeah, we did. We did. Yeah, it was fun.
Did you get like a prize or anything for that one? Like money or
we got rings.
Rings? Dang.
Yeah.
Did they ever give you money for those?
Buddy. Yeah, well, it depends on the tournament, but I won a nationals in Florida, and I wrote out a check for $2,000 for me. Like
that you had to split or straight to you?
No, that's just me. Everybody on the team got $2,000.
I was wondering if anybody could make a living, traveling and playing in softball tournaments.
Oh yeah, they have. They have what they call conference players, and they get paid to play. But you still can get paid to play in other ways. Like they'll pay for your travel, they'll pay for hotels and stuff like that. But conference, they give you a salary, then they pay you every weekend when you go there, then they pay for the travel and stuff.
Interesting. I've always kind of wondered about that.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
Eric, what's a Hokie, and how do you feel about it?
Well, they're literally 2 hours south of me, so I'm in Hokie territory. between Hokie and Virginia territory.
Mm.
Yeah. And my brother's a Virginia fan, so.
So you didn't tell me how do you feel about a Hokie?
I like to eat them. Put them in a deep fryer and eat them.
Fair. We'll be doing that next week.
Yes, sir, buddy. Oh, yeah.
Was this game the day after Thanksgiving last year? Wasn't
I'm
it?
not sure, to be honest with you.
I could have swore that the Virginia Tech game, because I think we made a joke about it being the day after Thanksgiving and everyone was going to be eating turkey the day before. Maybe I'm imagining all of this. I think it was.
You could be right.
Yeah.
Look that up.
Yeah. Now, I think they used to be called the Gobblers.
Well, they
of the
have
Hokies.
a local high school here called the Gobblers. I'm like,
No, it wasn't the day after Thanksgiving. Didn't we play a game the day after Thanksgiving? We had what was the Friday game? Hold on. We had a Friday game. I could have swore that was the day after Thanksgiving. What was it? Wake Forest? You know what? Who knows? Who knows? I don't know, Eric.
November 23, 20. Wake Forest?
I've slept a lot since then.
Was it Wake Forest?
Thanksgiving 2023 was November 23rd.
Yeah, so Wake Forest, it says November 23, 24. We beat them 42-14.
Okay. I just wanted to see if make sure I wasn't crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, you think?
Like we whipped up on Wake Forest.
I keep talking about everything but the specific game going down tomorrow, but what do you think about that James Franklin hire? That's kind of a big one, isn't it?
For them, yes. For anybody else, no, because all these coaches' openings that are out, and nobody reached out to them. It kind of says a lot to me.
So you don't think so?
No, I don't think he's gonna. I mean, he's a good coach, but don't get him playing ranked teams and don't get him playing good teams away from home.
Did you see they released his contract details? It's
did they?
It's 5-year, a little over $41 million.
It was how many?
5 years. It's like 41.75 million. 41.75 million.
Huh. Oh, they should have been saving some of that money for recruits.
No, I think, I mean, it sounds like they really wanted to try to invest and turn this thing around a little bit. We'll see. It'll be interesting to see if he jump starts it.
Yeah, I mean, he's a big name, but you got to understand, he doesn't have much to pull from, especially in Virginia. So, and then, of course, he's not going to pull Penn State players away from Penn State.
I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, I just don't. I think, I mean, they're obviously going to be better. I mean, they can't get much worse, right?
Well, I would like to think that, but I've been proven otherwise many times when it comes to the Miami Hurricanes, at least. So we'll see.
Well, I mean, it didn't get worse.
It can't. Surely it can't get worse than this.
Stuck in recycle.
Yeah. Surely we're at the very bottom. I've said that before.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, it's crazy.
Yeah, it's just kind of it's wild to me how Drones has looked this season. Not really impressive at all. I mean, the dude could run the ball, but that's about it.
So, yeah, but did they have the same team as they did last year?
I
Or
mean,
did they graduate or move off?
not entirely, but I mean, they had some starters returning.
Because, I mean, that could play a lot into it. He didn't have the group that he had last year, which helped take some pressure off of him where he can really, excel in certain areas.
Well, and I know some people had talked about the fact that he's had to go through, I think, multiple offensive coordinators. And, we had kind of talked about that a bit with Tyler Van Dyke. When you've got multiple offensive coordinators that keep changing it up, maybe you change up the quarterback coach a couple of times and they try to tweak some things, it's really just hard to get comfortable. And I think that maybe that could have played a part.
Well, that's possible too. I mean, it's just kind of hard to. I mean, they've been stuck in mediocrity too for a while. I mean, they would show a bright spot and then they get blown out by ODU. It's just like, okay, well, all right.
I just know he better not look like a Heisman caliber QB out there tomorrow, and he shouldn't, right? Because I mean, we talked about that. With CJ Bailey, right? He's going to come out there slinging it. And this guy's going to pop off, and look at what the defense did. So hopefully they keep playing well like they have been.
And surprisingly enough, we have depth at the defensive backfield.
Yeah.
I mean, we got guys stepping up out of nowhere, left and right. I'm like, okay, all right, show your stuff then.
We got some guys that can play.
So that's a positive definitely for next year as well. So I'm happy to see that.
So, Eric, I'm predicting a bit of a blowout, but at the end of the day, Miami is favored by 17.5. It's away game, hostile environment a little bit here, early. What are you thinking?
Yeah. I want to check. I did check the weather earlier. I just want to check the weather again.
Looks like the rain should kind of taper off a bit by kickoff.
Yeah,
but heck, I mean, who knows?
I wasn't worried about the rain. Well, I mean, I was worried about the rain, but I saw that rain was going to clear out. I was more worried about temperature-wise.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's going to be in the 60s.
Yeah.
It's going to be in the 60s.
Hey, they told me
63.
That's perfect football weather, Eric. They said 60
it is
perfect.
Oh yeah. That's good softball weather too, if you ask me. And it's like 9% chance, then the 3, then the 2%, then a 4%, all the way up, until so the rain should be cleared out and gone by then. And there's only like a 40-50% chance at the most. That was at 8. So the rain side of it, I think, will be all right. I don't think the field's going to be too slick or anything like that. So
This is what it takes.
I think Beck will have a good day.
To where you on the
As long
side
as
of
he
your
stays
helmet.
within himself and stays
Run the
within
ball.
offense.
Stop the run.
So I'm looking at, because I'm shooting for the hip, because I didn't even really think about.
Those are the
score
best
when I call
predictions. That's usually the ones that get close.
Oh yeah. So I'm thinking 43-10.
Okay, what was that first number? It cut out on me.
43.
43. I thought you said 23.
Oh,
Okay.
good Lord, son.
40, look, hey, nothing's impossible, Eric. Nothing. So,
Well, that's sad facts, sir. Sad facts.
yeah, 43-10.
Yeah.
All right.
And I think the scores are probably, it's going to be, one of those garbage time points at the end.
That's what it should be. In a perfect world, if this game plays out the way that it's supposed to with this matchup, then that would be kind of ideally what happens. Basically an NC State type situation. You got like second, 13 guys in there. Yeah.
Yeah, and they had their first stringers in there.
Yeah. But, I mean, there is always the possibility of, like a blown coverage or something, and Virginia Tech breaks off some big run or pass play or something in the first and scores and kind of surprises everybody. Because again, I was talking about this with Joe, my Inside Insight guest. They have played some teams tough in the first half of some of these games. They really have.
Yeah. Oh, because they get that that pregame high.
So Eric, I got you locked in.
I got one question. Do they actually do the Enter Sandman during the day? I know it hits a lot different at night, but I don't know. Do they do it during the day?
I think they do. I could be wrong though.
Yeah.
I think they.
Huh.
I don't know. Somebody will have to. That you guys can correct me if I'm wrong. I know that at one point this game they'd said it was sold out. I'm assuming they're going to want it to be hype, and with James Franklin and stuff being there, like they're going to kind of want to showcase some things, kind of create a raucous environment there with the fans and pump everybody up. So I think so, but I don't know 100% for sure.
Yeah, I guess we'll see.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the only reason I go to a Tech game is to see the Enter Sandman and leave.
I want to go there at night one year. Like 100%,
yeah,
I do. It would be cool.
Yeah.
All right, Eric, I got you locked in, bro.
All right, homie.
All right, sounds good. We'll see you tomorrow.
See the Taco Bell video tomorrow.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm hoping for. I'm planning on it.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it, buddy.
All right, peace, bro.
All right, man.
So, do you guys know? Do they do that for every home game? Because I was kind of wondering the same thing. I've watched several Virginia Tech games, but typically not before kickoff. And I know that at night, they got like fireworks going off and everybody's jumping and they're doing the thing. But did they do it? Okay, they do. What's up, legend? Let's get it open back up here. John said he tried calling in. Okay. We got the phone line open. We'll get some of y'all in here. We'll probably only go till maybe like 10:15 or so tonight. We'll keep it pretty short. NC State's still up on Florida State. 7-3, third quarter. All right, looks like we got Get Some 305. What's up?
What's going on, Coop?
I'm hype, man. I'm hype. I'm ready for some more football. We got to soak it up. There 2 games left in the regular season, bro. That's it.
Yeah. We only got 2 games, but I feel like we're going to get into the playoffs. It's going to be tight, but I think they're going to get us in.
I'm praying. Please. I don't want it to be over. Please don't let it be over yet.
I put $40 on Miami winning the national title, because if we get into the playoffs, I feel like we're gonna body these people, and then we'll see Ohio State at home.
Now wait,
at the Rock.
Important question. You say you dropped 40 on Miami winning a natty. When did this happen? Before the season started? This week?
That happened 2 days ago, and I've been putting money little by little, and then I just keep upping it, because right now, if you put in $40, I think I'm at $2,500.
Yeah, I mean, because if with the way it's looking, not knowing if they're even going to be there at all, it could be considered pretty risky. Yeah. But okay.
Yeah,
I like the confidence.
If they sneak us into the 11th seat, I think we play, at the moment, we'll play Texas Tech. Then, most likely, I think A&M. And then I think it's a natty, or probably one more game out in between that. But
we'll see. I mean,
I think we have a good shot if we get into a playoffs, because we play these SEC teams really tough, right? Like, we show up for the big games, but we don't show up for like the teams that don't have like a big name. I don't think the guys get hyped for those games, and that's why we have those slumps like that.
I mean, look, there are worse things you could have spent $40 on. A little bit of a gamble here, but you never know. Might pay off for you.
This is what it take.
But
To where you
I mean,
on the side of your
I don't
helmet.
know. Like
If
the way I've seen
FSU
them
loses
play
to No State,
a little
I
bit,
think
they
that their
pick it up
coach is
when they
done.
need to. We had a little stumble, but I don't know. I think they turned the corner now. I think they have their focus. You know what I'm saying? I think before they're buying into the hype, and now they know that they're beatable, and that makes us more dangerous. I feel like.
What really makes me happy is the way the defense has been playing. You know, we were talking about that. It was like, I don't know, it was like 4 or 5 weeks ago where we were saying, come on, like we need this defense to really help the team out. Not that we know there's already so much pressure on them anyways, but if they could help, you know, keep these scores lower with the opponent, especially when we talk about, you know, getting to the playoffs and some of these higher scoring teams, we talked about how crucial that could be. And I know it's Syracuse. I get it's NC State, but to be fair, NC State hung some big points on some teams. So it's a good sign to see the defense playing the way that they are. And they have a big opportunity tomorrow with the Kyron Drones, who is not the most accurate quarterback out there. They know what the game plan is going to be. So it's a huge opportunity for the defense.
Yeah. I mean, the defense doesn't worry me at all, playing against anybody. I think they can hang with anybody in the country. The offense has to essentially hang with everybody. Has to like pick it up a little bit, right? Like they're the only ones that I could say worries me sometimes. They have like some slumps, but the defense, I feel like anybody could throw at them. I think that we're in the game. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to be a blowout. So I don't get worried about the defense against anyone. I don't see anybody in the board that I could say scares me on defense, right? So I mean, not to say that they won't put points on us, but to say that they're gonna like fully dog us like in the last couple of years, right? The Manny Diaz years, I'll see like jet sweeps that would just take us out every freaking down, and I was like, dude, come on, we couldn't stop jet sweeps. It was ridiculous.
Keeping it real, I think that we could make any game competitive against any team in the country. And I mean that. It's, you know, I'm not saying that they could beat any and every team in the country. I mean, you got to have a lot of things go your way in some of those big time matchups against top ranked teams. But Miami could keep any game competitive. They can hang with anybody. And I really do believe that. But we need them to hang tomorrow with Virginia Tech first, right? We need them to get a big time victory. So what numbers do you have for me for this game? What are you thinking?
I have 10. I didn't go as crazy as you. Just because I don't know about the weather, the rain, there's a lot of stuff. So I don't know. I was thinking somewhere in the 30s, like mid to low 30s, and 10 for Miami win.
All right, so what do you think?
Virginia.
Give me. I need an exact number here.
Okay, 28.
They do whatever you got to do.
33 Miami. 33 Miami, and 10 Virginia.
Okay.
Virginia Tech.
A lot of us on the 10 train, because that's exactly what I have for Virginia Tech as well. So we'll be halfway there if they can hold Virginia Tech to 10 points. So I guess I'm 305. Go ahead.
No. I think that they might score a touchdown, maybe 2 field goals, but nothing, not much. If they do, it's a bad look on us, I feel.
All right, fair enough.
Unless it's like garbage time touchdowns. Maybe like they scored 10 early up, and then they score like a late touchdown. You know, that's the only way I could say that, oh, it doesn't really matter, you know. We already had 30-something on them.
I got you. All right, so I got you locked in, 33-10. Canes on top. And if that's the score, I'll be giving you a call tomorrow evening. Looking forward to hanging out, man.
All right, cool. All right, brother.
All right.
Have a good one, man.
Peace, bro. You too. I want to give a shout out here and also address this donation from Chris Gaffney and see what you guys think in the chat here. Chris with the $4.99 dono. Thank you for the love, Chris. He says, if Florida State loses to NC State, I think their coach is done. At that point, though, like, you've already pissed off the fans so much because Florida State fans wanted Mike Norvell gone weeks ago, and they've been very vocal about it. Don't you just go ahead and hang on to him for that last game and let him finish out? Because I don't know the math. Like, how much more does it cost Florida State to go ahead and can Mike Norvell after this game if they were to lose versus just letting him hang around for the Florida game? I would love to know what that number is, because if it saves you $1 million or $500,000 to just go ahead and let them lose their last game to Florida, like I mean, do Florida State fans even want a bowl game at this point? Like, I don't know, and I'm not trying to hate at all. Like, we already handled business. We already played them. I'll take some little shots here and there, but I don't know. I think you let him play it out, in my opinion. I don't know. But I'm an outsider. I can't speak for the Noles, you know? See, that's what I'm saying. There are plenty of Florida State fans that said, please lose. Please, I'm begging you, lose this game. Yeah, because they were worried about some other schools moving in and snatching up Franklin, and guess what? It happened. Now, to be fair, I will say, who knows what coaches are going to be available after the season? Maybe they're playing the long game. Who else might get fired? Who else might they be able to poach? You know, we say, oh, well, now there's nobody to pick from. Well, the season's still going. So there could be somebody better. Maybe. Yo, looks like we got a 214. Who we got tonight?
Sean and Olivia from Dallas, brother.
Here we go. You know what? I was supposed to save this other number like 2 weeks ago, and I forgot to do it.
Yeah, you got to save it for us, man.
Yeah, that's my fault. Because I have your other number in here, but not this one. Not the one for the burner phone.
Well, no, I mean, it's her number, and then it's my number.
Oh, okay. Sure. Okay, I got you. Okay.
Yeah, she's 5'6".
Florida, baby.
There we go.
Yep. I just wanted to jump in on what you were just talking about with Norvell right there.
Yeah.
I think people forget, though, he's not that easy to just fire. You're going to have to pay his contract out. And Florida State picked up his contract because they thought they were going to lose him to Alabama. And they offered him way more. So in order to get rid of Norvell, I mean, they are going to have to dish out money that is unheard of. And so it's almost like a little bit of the LSU situation right there that happened with Brian Kelly.
So you're saying these Florida State boosters and fans are broke?
I mean,
I'm just giving you a hard time.
No, I mean,
it's a lot of money.
I was actually going to roll with you on that one right there. But no, I'm not saying they're broke, but I am saying that. I mean, is that really the kind of money they want to pay out to? I mean, they're literally going to have to break the bank to get him out of Dodge, and then come back with more money for all their NIL deals that they're going to want to sign. Now, I'm just saying it's going to take a while to turn Florida State back around, is what I'm trying to say.
Now, you still think he gets fired, but you just don't think they do it before the season is over? Or
no, they definitely don't. No, they definitely don't do it before the season's over.
Okay.
No.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking is that unless it's someone that it's like, yeah, I'm just trying to make an example here, like a Mario Cristobal to Miami, where like they wanted him so bad, right? Like this guy's the dream scenario. We must have him. Maybe you find a way to make something happen. Somebody sells off some stocks or one of their yachts or something like that, and you come up with some extra money. But outside of that, if there's not someone right now that is a must-have, and you're afraid he's going to go ahead and go somewhere else, you're 5-5.
I mean, exactly.
Like,
and I mean, listen, and I'm not trying to hate on Florida State, for people that are listening too much, but in all reality, I know you do, baby. But in all reality, like, what kind of job does that look like right now? I mean, I'm just being real. Like, what kind of job does it look like? I mean, it's a 3-year rebuild. You're going to have to start over from ground zero, because all he was doing was doing transfer portal to try to fix, transfer portal to try to fix. And so, I mean, it's not an easy rebuild there, and their fans are expecting them to just, turn around and reload instead of rebuild. And so what coach out there that's available, even out of the coaches that have been fired, really want to go there? Because, people are talking about the James Franklin to Virginia Tech, which I do think is a great hire for Virginia Tech. Mm-hmm. But are you telling me James Franklin wasn't looking at Florida State and some of these other schools that potentially could be open?
I think had to be, right?
Yeah. Honestly, I don't see Florida State at this point right now as being that great of a job. And I think Florida State fans are a little delusional if they think they're going to just pay all this money to get rid of Norvell and then all of a sudden go out there and grab, the next big thing. I just think it's a little delusional.
Okay.
It's almost like Florida fans thinking that they're going to get Lane Kiffin.
Oh my gosh, it never ends with that one, bro.
Right?
Yeah. That one's.
But anyway, so did you ever figure out what hokey meant?
Yeah, it's a sandwich, right?
Well, you at least got me interested, so I had to do my research on it.
Hit me with it.
And so it looks like it came about in 1896, and it was a student, and he decided that they wanted to come up with a silly word, and so it really doesn't even have a definition. And the school ran a contest, and apparently the word hokey won it. And so the definition for it is it's just a Virginia Tech fan is all it is. And they ran with it, and they've been running with it since. So if you cheer for Virginia Tech, you're a hokey, but there's not actually a definition of the word. And it came about as a school contest to get a word to describe the team.
It's funny because I feel like every time we play Virginia Tech, we have this conversation, and I forget every single time because I think I can speak for all of us here when we just assume it's a turkey, that it's some sort of slang or some sort of another funny word for a turkey. That's what my brain always goes to every single time.
Right. Yeah, I think they've kind of pushed it that way as, time's gone on, but that wasn't the original, meaning behind it.
Right.
But now, it probably is. It's honestly, it was funny because I was looking for something really inspirational or something that was going to blow me away. And I was like, that's the story. All right.
Yeah. What do you think about, I know it doesn't affect the game. What do you think about those uniforms? The ones that they're wearing?
Go ahead, baby. Okay. She don't want to talk. I'm actually not a big fan of them. I'll be honest with you.
You don't like them?
No, I don't like them at all. And, and it almost takes me back to when, Miami did the Army uniforms a few weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm still not even sure I have an opinion on those uniforms, but it just kind of sits there in this gray area of, I understand what you're doing and why you're trying to do it, but at the end of the day, you don't even look like the school that you are. And, we're coming to watch you, Virginia Tech, and you look nothing like Virginia Tech. As the time when Miami played, I'm sitting there the whole time going, yeah, see, there it is right there. I mean,
oh no, I just saw the top comment says Virginia Tech Gators. Now I can't unsee it. When they did, remember when Florida did that alternate uniform that was supposed to look like a gator? Yes. Oh no, that might have just ruined it for me.
There it is.
Oh,
I agree.
Okay.
Yep. Yep, there it is. So what do you think, though, Coop, man? I mean, because, we're hearing out there that, it's going to be easier for us to actually make the college playoff than it is to make the ACC championship.
Oh, yeah.
And so, and tomorrow, we're rooting on Virginia to lose. We're rooting on Duke to lose. We're rooting SMU to lose to Louisville. But in the college playoff, we just keep seeming to inch up there more and more and more.
Mm-hmm.
So what are your thoughts? You know, I mean, should we be nationally watching or should we be conference watching?
I'll be 100% honest. I've checked out when it comes to worrying about the ACC championship game, to be real with you. I'm focused on the college football playoffs and looking at the schedules for some of these teams that are ahead of us to try to get Miami closer to Notre Dame there. I'm sure you've seen a lot of people talk about that. Maybe kind of put more into the head-to-head matchup, make that kind of a little bit closer. So my focus has shifted to that. I mean, I still think, like you were mentioning some of the teams that need to lose and stuff, I guess technically it's still not impossible. Like they can't actually slap a 0% chance on it for the ACC championship stuff. But it's just so many things have to go a particular way that seems just much less likely. There's still a shot, you know. I'm not just trying to. People think I speak that way because I'm a Miami fan. Of course, I want Miami in the playoffs, but there is a potential shot here that they could still get in it. Yeah,
it's legit. I mean, every team that's in front of and every week, and this is what I was telling my wife earlier. I was like, it's just like. 1 week, you know, oh my God, you know, go turn in your uniforms. The season's over. And then the next week, hey, we're going back to the playoffs. And the next week, go turn in your uniforms. And so, I mean, it's just a swing every week. And
you know, there is, I hate to bring this up.
Mm-hmm.
I have to tread lightly here. There is also kind of the politics and money side of this thing as well. And I don't want to just hype up Miami, but it absolutely does matter a bit. Like they can't. I'll give an extreme example so it makes sense for everybody. You know, it doesn't mean they can slide Arizona State into the playoffs when they're at 25. But I mean, they don't want. What was the scenario? Was it SMU and Penn State last year? Yeah, that was one of the games where it was like they showed the viewership and it tanked. Like nobody wanted to watch that because it was over. So there is a side to that. There's only so much that they can factor that in because you can't do anything too extreme or very obvious here where they're trying to twist it or make it go a certain way. But I'm just saying that does matter a little bit. And Miami is a team, set the fandom to the side, that can make just about any of these games competitive at least. So
you're exactly right. I mean, you and I, and this has nothing to do with being fans of the team, but the committee messed up so bad by not having Cam Ward in the playoffs last year. And I'm hoping, and see what's bothering me is because I don't know if you saw, but they just changed the chairman of the committee, and I guess they changed some other people. Well, the original chairman, who was from Baylor, he was all about Miami. So I'm a little nervous about this new chairman that's in there because I can't get a feel for him on how he feels. And so just to kind of let you know, like where Olivia and I are, we're actually only 45 minutes from where the college playoff committee sits and votes. And part of me just wants to go over there and just freaking throw a Miami flag.
Yeah. Can you sneak in? That's what I was
throw
going
a
to
Miami
ask.
flag on them. But it's getting them to get through their biasness. And that's the one thing I can't stand about college football is that it's still an opinion game.
It's a human. It's a group of people that you can say whatever you want to say. I don't want to hear it. They're people. They're going to have their opinions. They're going to have, yo.
All right, so Olivia's got a question for you, and she's making me, I don't know why she's being a shy girl tonight. But anyways, she asked me, she said, hey, do you believe that Notre Dame should be banned from the college football playoffs until they agree to join a conference?
I think it'd be hilarious. Yeah. I can't. Yeah. A lot of it's just because I can't stand them anymore. Like I've been trying to interact a little bit with their fan base. You know, they got a little yappy before that week 1 game, and I went back and forth with a couple. There are some cool ones too, but yeah, I mean it's just kind of annoying to see that. So yeah.
It's not a fair game with them. I mean, they're not playing by the same rules we have to play by.
And then their fans started bringing up, well, yeah, we'll go look at because they did that weird thing with the ACC in like 2020, right? And I'm like, come on, nobody can point to the COVID year, the COVID season. Like, come on, man. Like if that's your go-to, if that's what we're talking about here. But yeah, I think so. I'm with Olivia.
Yeah, I agree.
So what about you guys got some scores in mind?
Yeah, we're ready to go. We are ready to go. She's been working on hers all week.
Hey, good deal. Hey, I mean, $600 is $600.
I know. I told her. I said, baby, we gotta start getting serious about this. All right. Okay. Go ahead. Hey, you gotta say it.
38-13.
38-13 for Olivia. I'm guessing Miami on top.
Yep.
Okay, Miami on top. All right, got it in. Sean?
All right. And I picked 33-16.
33-16. Also, the good guys?
What's up?
The good guys?
Yeah.
On top?
Yeah.
Okay.
Of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
Make sure.
Yeah. I mean, Pittsburgh's going to be the game. That's going to be the game. But we need some style points. So I'm actually hoping my score is wrong, and that it ends up being something like 48-3, because that would be way better.
Oh yeah, there'll be more opportunities to win the money, right? We're here every week. There's only one chance here on the tail end of things to make an impression and try to get into the playoffs. So
right. All right, Coop, man. We appreciate you, buddy.
Hey,
and by the way, we're Sean Paul Marketing or Ian Paul Marketing, and we just sponsored you.
Hey, I appreciate that. Heck yeah. So, hey, Sean, Olivia, always a pleasure having both of you on the line.
Sir.
And I'll see y'all tomorrow. So yeah, I appreciate that. So that was the Canes fan membership you're talking about. I got you. Yeah. I had to look over again to remind myself. Yeah, over here on the left. Okay, I appreciate that.
Yeah, so we're always the Ian Paul Marketing. That's our little YouTube channel.
Gotcha. I appreciate it very much. And hopefully we'll,
all right, buddy. We'll see you.
We'll have a good day tomorrow. I'll see you then.
All right, bye.
All right, peace. Man, my brain. I'm sorry. Like, I knew that. I'd tell you if I didn't. I knew that. But my brain is just, I don't know what's going on over here. Or up here, rather. Yeah, Notre Dame, it's been one of those. I'd put out a post that week that we played Notre Dame, and I was like, man, like my most hated team, like a team I really just cannot stand, and their fan base is kind of delusional and annoying. There's always cool people in every fan base too. But just talking about overall with my personal interactions, it's Florida. Can't stand the Florida Gators, and their fans just they drive me nuts sometimes. I don't know, there's something specifically they do that just upsets me. Notre Dame fans are trying to take the crown because with all of this college football playoff stuff, and they continue to talk about, well, you wouldn't be able to limit Love now. He's playing so much better, and that young quarterback, and man, we would demolish y'all at this point in the season, blah, blah, blah. Well, we played you week 1. End of discussion. We played you then, we beat you. I don't know what else you want me to say. We got MS7 at 9 in the building.
What's up, brother?
What's up with you? I'm chilling.
You ready for this W again tomorrow?
I hope, man. I want it to be another one of those feel-good games where we actually have about 1,000 less viewers in the watch party because the trolls aren't there. Because there's no doubt.
Isn't it crazy when you can sit there and watch the game and you're not like needing like a stress ball?
Yeah. It's a beautiful thing.
Like it is, man, and it's an amazing feeling, and that's how a lot of our games should have been this year, and unfortunately they haven't been, but I'm pretty sure it will be again tomorrow. I'm like 99% sure.
Yeah, because my big concern at times with Miami has been getting out-coached on game days, and it's funny when you think about Miami's losses, not to discredit the other teams that beat Miami, but what do they have in common? People talk about how great they are on game days with their coaching with Rhett Lashley and Jeff Brom. They're really good at scheming it up and game planning here. Virginia Tech don't even have a head coach right now. They got an interim guy with James Franklin clapping in the crowd or wherever he's going to be at, right? So
and to your point, I also want to say they had the refs helping them.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm just going to throw that out there. Both of those games had magical calls, and I'm not saying that we didn't make penalties on ourselves too. I'm not gonna deny that, but some of them, man, they were game-changing penalties that weren't on us or that shouldn't have been called. I mean, that's a fact. And both of those games, it's kind of funny. But anyway, I don't see that happening. I think if we have to worry, it's not going to be tomorrow. And if the whole thing is rigged, it's going to be against Pittsburgh.
Yeah, and that'll be interesting to see how, not to shift away from Miami, but, that's a pretty big game tomorrow with Pitt and Georgia Tech.
Yeah, if Pitt smokes Georgia Tech, man, I mean, look, they almost lost to BC. How are they?
Yeah.
I mean, what? And to be fair, BC gave Notre Dame a hard time. I think Notre Dame only beat them like 23-7 or something like that, wasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, again, nobody's safe. No team. Anything could happen.
Yeah. I mean, I just know BC was playing better games. I mean, I don't think Virginia Tech has given any good team that's got a winning record of trouble, have they?
Not by the end of it. No. I mean, again, they've played a few teams close in the first half, and it depends on who you consider good, right? Like they were beating Vandy at halftime, but I mean, the final score is 44-20. I think Vanderbilt held them scoreless. I'm gonna be honest.
I think Vandy's a little overrated too, though, personally. But,
that's fair.
Who am I,
But I mean, you're right though, as far as I mean, Virginia Tech lost to Louisville 28-16, 34-14 against Florida State. You lose to Old Dominion. You somehow beat NC State, but again, we're talking about NC State that's 5-5, and we hung 41 on them. So,
and I'll shorten this up because I know people are trying to call too. But my one last thing: what turnovers are the biggest key? Again, every time we win the turnover battle, we win. And dude, I said we haven't fumbled last year or this year, and sure fucking enough, we fumbled.
We all know what really happened. Ohio State
I
got
was
scared
thinking to
and
myself
pulled out
right
a
when
new
that
play.
happened, dude.
Instead
I was like,
of buying the refs
it's
in
my
their
fault.
game,
I
they
said
paid off the refs in our games.
No, fair
I was
enough.
like, we haven't fumbled all year, and here we go. And Marty Brown fumbled it, or Charmander, sorry.
Yeah.
But I call him Charmander.
I
but
like
anyway, but our defense, man, did it not look like they played different to everybody else? Did it not look like that's how we played the first 5 games of the year this year? We were aggressive, downhill, and just smoking them.
Mm-hmm.
But then all of a sudden, we kind of got where we were off. There was no press coverage. They were letting the receiver – there was like 10 yards off of the receiver and just letting them run. So this game, it was that way. What changed again? Why did they do that?
Great question.
So I think that's what it depends on, man. If we get aggressive, maybe it's who we have back there. Like if they feel like that, those DBs can cover. Maybe, I don't know.
Like I wonder sometimes in those games. I mean, that's why you can make the adjustments and stuff. But I'm like, I wonder if they see something on film and they're like, okay, well, here's the plan, and then you actually get in the game and I mean, it happens. It's not really going your way, and you're like, oh damn, like we screwed up. Right. And then sometimes it's maybe just a little too late, too late when you finally make the adjustments and catch on, which I mean, that'd come down to coaching and stuff.
Correct. I'm going to go with 45 from Miami, sir.
You said,
I'm gonna go with
whoa, you said 45?
45.
45. Okay.
45 from Miami. And I'm going to give Virginia Tech, and I'm going to give them 13. And I feel like that's not going to do it, but or they're not going to score that. But dude, it's just like every time we don't give a team credit, they score more.
I know.
And then we give them too much credit, and they score less.
I'll be honest, I was tempted to give them 0 or even 3.
Right.
Just because, again, with the way Miami's defense has been playing, specifically the run defense, knowing how much Virginia Tech runs the football, it just sounds like a real bad day for them.
I think they're going to try and pass more because we know their run team.
Maybe if they have the guys that can do it.
Yeah, well, I don't think they do, but I think they're going to try and
you got to try it, right?
Yeah,
I see what you're saying.
What do they have to lose?
Yes, you've won 3 games, right? So if you go out there and, we take some chances and let Mint Drones through 2 or 3 picks, he's completing 58% of his passes anyways. At least you tried.
Yes, and once again, back to that, we seem to get everybody gives us their best game because either they have to and their back's against the wall or there's nothing to lose. I mean, again, we're going to get whatever they got in their little bag of tricks, and all their stuff, or let's go out on 4th down every single time, so.
Fair enough. I mean, I would say that's style points, right? 45 to 13.
I think anything over 40 points, and if you win by 20 points, man, that's style to me.
Especially now.
Right.
With some of these games.
And it is technically a rivalry game. I mean, I know it's been kind of not so much lately, but it is a rivalry game. I mean, we all are Big East brothers, so.
Yeah, there's some history there with these two teams.
Most of these people on here are too young to even know about that, but.
I feel a little guilty as charged here.
No, it's all right. All right, buddy. I appreciate everything, man. Go Canes.
Appreciate you. We'll see you tomorrow afternoon, nice and early.
All right, man. 9 and 2.
Yeah, sounds good. I like it.
All right.
Later, peace, buddy. Bro. All right, we're going to take a few more. I will have to go ahead. I know what I should have did this season. Maybe we'll have it next week. I need to install a lightning round button. Something that pops up and it's like, and like lightning shooting around on the screen. And there's some sort of like voice that speaks down and activates the lightning round. Before we do that, it's for real. It's that noon game, man. It's going to sneak up on us. It's going to be here quick. I got to give a shout out. Chris Gaffney. My good friend. Went to the Dope Takeover with us. Good guy. Thank you for the Big 10, Chris. I sat you up atop the throne there. He says, we all know what really happened. Ohio State got scared and pulled out a new play. Instead of buying the refs in their game, they paid off the refs in our games. You know them filthy stinking Buckeyes don't want a Canes rematch in the national championship on our turf. That's still just think about the whoo. Chris, you would have to go. If Miami played Ohio State at any point in the playoffs, you would have to go. Ohio State's biggest hater, Chris Gaffney. Thank you for the love, Chris. Florida State still getting their butts whooped. I still think Norvell is safe for the moment. Speaking of Florida State.
Yeah. Is there anything going on tonight? I have no earthly idea. Nothing to see here.
You're lucky I can't show the games on here without getting banned.
Yeah, about that. So y'all have been having a blast talking about those playoff rankings, huh? And how the logic's working.
Yeah, you guys might know a thing or two about that.
Exactly. I will say, just as a public shout out, you and the people on this channel were really supportive in 23 with the snub.
I did a whole video saying it should have been y'all.
Yeah. You never want to, obviously, you're not that you were rooting for a rival, but it's just, they're going to make up whatever narrative they want to get whatever ratings they want. It's just corrupt. When ESPN bought the playoffs, that's just how it's going to be.
So I mean, do you think? Because I'm shifting gears, but I want to ask before I forget
about the FSU game.
Yeah, Norvell would still not be fired tonight, right?
Oh, everyone wants him fired.
But would he? Would he be fired? Because everybody seems to think that losing this game to NC State means that it happens now.
Here's what I'll tell you, because obviously I've been talking to all the FSU people I know. Yes, there are meet and greets with actual media people I've talked to at Hotel Indigo before games. No one knows. Actions speak louder than words. He should have been fired on the Stanford plane. He should have been kiffined in that way. Just please don't get on the plane. just find a way home, man. I don't know. I mean, they obviously didn't want Franklin because I think Franklin waited to see if the FSU job would have opened.
And there's probably some sort of line of communication there, right?
Yeah, there's so many back channels, and that stupid what's his name? Sexton, the agent. Yeah, he represents everyone. He represented Jimbo. He represents Norvell. He's bent us over way too many times. He represents Franklin. He's like the puppet master for all these freaking coaches getting multi-million-dollar contracts. Apparently, Virginia Tech's paying him $8 million or whatever. And yeah, that's kind of way too much if we're sitting on a Norvell buyout, and we have to pay off the Doak Reno, and we have a football facility to pay off. So we're not broke, but that's a lot of overhead.
It's a lot of dough. That's I mean, yeah, that's not chump change.
No, that's $500 million. So no, I think what we're looking at is, if we get rid of Norvell, a CEO coach. Not that he isn't, but just someone in trying to get an NFL style system. Oklahoma has displayed exactly this. It's hey coach, you have your specialty. We'll help you with the recruiting. We're going to get guys around you with all these evals and player NIL money. I can't say contracts, but that's kind of what they're trying to get to. So
I'm guessing for Florida State, for the fans, up and comer is out of the question.
It depends on the up and comer. I mean, you have for example, you have coordinators like Fran Brown's doing fine. You have Dan Lanning in Oregon. He also came from Georgia. Someone from, find someone that's crawled under Saban's tree somewhere. It really depends on the guy. So I think the ones that you don't want are the ones related to Norvell. I love Kenny Dillingham, but that's kind of the same thing. And Ryan Silverfield is the same from Memphis. It's just kind of weird to double tap Memphis for that. So no one knows. That's kind of the thing on FSU. No one has any earthly idea.
So let's talk about.
He should have been fired forever ago.
Here's the thing. Nick Snyder's a good dude. Very good friend of mine. Had the pleasure of hanging out with him multiple times. So I'm not going to rub it in. I know that he has another screen up and he's looking at this Florida State NC State game. So let's distract Nick here for a moment. I want to do him a favor and talk about a very important game going down tomorrow, Miami versus Virginia Tech.
Yeah, so let me put it this way. Obviously, I was there for FSU beating the crap out of Virginia Tech. And I'm watching what you guys did to NC State and what NC State's doing to us. Mm-hmm. I think you know where my logic's going here.
I believe I do.
I do not think this is going to be a challenge. If it is a challenge, it is the pinnacle of ACC being the ACC, just doing whatever crap at the end of the season to knock its big guys out of the contention.
There's no excuse for it, for this game to be close. Absolutely not.
No. I mean, Virginia Tech's packed it in. They're excited about Franklin, but I'm not thinking they're playing for Franklin. Now, there's a loose argument you can apply that they're this is a job interview. They want to impress coach, see if they can stick around. But I've
seen that argument as well. I don't know. I mean, even if it were, it can only do so much for you, right?
But yeah, and who wants it more? I mean, Miami should be pissed off. You got people trashing the program all week, kind of unfairly. I mean, yeah, you went out and lost a few games, but I think the head-to-head does actually matter. It's really crap that game one just suddenly vanishes out of nowhere. I mean, FSU's had that multiple times. People conveniently forgot that we beat Bama. They're like, oh, Alabama doesn't have any, or the SEC doesn't have any bad out-of-conference losses. Hello? The ACC ran over one of your best teams. They conveniently forgot that the LSU wins happened. So, yeah, I'm not surprised they would do that to Miami, too. So the team should be ticked off and playing optimally.
Yeah.
Do they play optimally? Maybe. I mean, you have to go up to Blacksburg, right?
Yeah. Yeah, and it's at noon. Noon in Blacksburg.
Well, that's way better than night game. Yeah. If it was at night, I mean, not that it would make a huge difference. But
I guess you're right. You know, I'm thinking of myself who is not at peak performance. You know, I don't have some sort of strict schedule with a good diet. So noon to me means sleepwalking. These players are machines. Noon is probably preferred when going into a hostile environment. You know, if the fans are going to be much more rowdy at night, doing the Enter the Sandman thing and everybody fired up, fireworks and stuff. So that's true. That's a good point.
And they might try to show off for Franklin, too, as far as the fans go. They might be packed out.
Yeah.
You know, you got the best team in the ACC coming up to your crib, and it's probably one of their last home games.
What was that first part you said?
One of the best teams in the ACC. I think it's you and Georgia Tech.
Oh,
actually, Georgia Tech's getting.
I thought you said the best team in the ACC. You said one of.
Yes.
One. Okay, one.
Yeah,
of.
Georgia Tech's not getting any. Yeah, Georgia Tech's being criminally underrated too. Like the media is focusing all on Notre Dame, Miami, and no one's talking Tech, which is kind of insulting for poor Tech.
So Nick, what are you thinking numbers wise?
Oh, it's the same one I said all season. I'm just sticking to it. I think it's going to be more, but yeah, 31-17 Canes.
31-17. Now, I like that as far as I want it to be more, but I like it as in like everybody's kind of in that same realm, and that's giving Virginia Tech a little more. So maybe it's something crazy like that. So
it could be. It's just normal football stuff. Like, yeah, you know, maybe make a few plays for coach that's sitting in the box, but no, Miami should be kind of running over.
The Canes should roll on Saturday afternoon. Should. Nick, I appreciate you. Hey, thanks for being willing to give some insight here on the fan perspective with Mike Norvell and Florida State and everything. I know that's not easy. You know, do you want like real talk? Last question.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want Florida State to make it to a bowl game, or would you actually rather it just be over?
No, I mean everything. Like, you know, I'm a Noel. Every single one of these just ticks me off to no end. And I really don't think I really believe that after the Stanford game, if they wanted to move, they would have moved. So I think the fan base is just hype about, oh my God, they're not moving. Oh, we lost to Clemson. Now we get to move, right? No. Oh my God, what is the administration doing? So they have something up their sleeve. I just don't know what, and no one likes being in limbo.
All right, Nick, I got you locked in. 31-17. Canes on top. Hopefully I'll be seeing you tomorrow since y'all got your game out of the way tonight. Trying to hang 14-3. Fourth quarter just fired up a few minutes ago, though. Not looking good.
I see that.
Yep.
All right. Take care, Pete.
Appreciate you. We'll see you tomorrow.
Bye, all. See you.
That's interesting. It's always something that I want to ask because everybody's different. And some people... hold on. Chris sent me something. Is it her? What are you talking about, Chris? Anyways, South Coast Kane checking in. Good to see you, bro. Appreciate you being here. It's interesting to see because, Miami fans have been in that position at times where you're like, just end it. Just be done with it. I'm tired of being embarrassed. I don't even want to be here. And, it's tough to know how to feel in that situation. Florida State's probably not beating Florida. It's looking like they're going to drop this game to NC State unless they put together a heck of a drive here and make a stand on defense and then do it again. They got a pass interference call there. Got something to go their way. So let's get it open back up here. I am going to activate the lightning round. I need to end this stream ASAP. My apologies, just because, again, we got an early day tomorrow. If you want me to be 100% honest with you, this is Coop's fault. I've not even made a thumbnail for the watch party tomorrow. I've prepped nothing. Nothing. So I got my work cut out for me. Legend, you made it.
Hey, brother, how you doing?
I'm doing okay. Doing okay. How about you?
I'm doing well, man. Thank you. Appreciate you.
Good deal. Let me write you.
I'm pretty quick. I have a question before I give you my score, if you don't mind.
All right. Shoot.
I think he said, I don't know if it was I assume it was his wife, Olivia, earlier.
Mm-hmm.
So she had the exact same score as I was thinking. Can I say the same score? Does it have to be?
Yes. Different? Yeah. We'll figure it out. I mean it. This is a good time to remind people. Don't change it when you are like, this is it. This is the one. Nobody would want to be that guy that says, that's what I was going to say, but I changed it because someone else had it. Like, we'll figure something out. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. No, that makes sense. I just wanted to confirm that. Because, yeah, it's the same score, 38-13.
38-13. Now, this is kind of creepy because that was my second score prediction I was considering. And anyone who watched the Inside Insight show, I even show proof of that by holding up a piece of paper and showing that I had 38-13 circled. So that's 3. That was my backup. Then you have it, and Olivia had it. Wouldn't that be crazy?
Well, I mean, you got it right twice this year, right?
Well, I mean, It wouldn't matter because I didn't lock that in. So that's not my official score. But just kind of crazy to think that 3 people have had that come to mind specifically, like, that score.
Well, hopefully, I mean, if they win by more, of course, that'll be better.
Oh, yeah.
I'm pretty confident in that score.
Okay. All right. Well, legend. Short, sweet, to the point. I appreciate it. I got you locked in. 38-13.
Perfect. Appreciate you. And if anybody's not subscribed to Coach Coop, make sure y'all do that.
Hey, I appreciate the shout out, man. Much love. Thank you for that.
Of course. Have a good night, man.
All right. Peace.
Bye.
Hey, look, I got to tell you, I understand it is definitely tough. So it's literally impossible to win that 600. It was 500. I think what was that? Time flies. It's been a while. I think it was like 2 years ago. Might have even been 3. But someone did get it right, and they won 500. It doesn't count because I don't win the money, but I nailed the Miami Notre Dame score week 1. So if anybody had copied that score, that would have won the 600. It is possible. It's not easy. It's definitely not easy. But I wouldn't say impossible. I mean, it's definitely something that you can get. I would say you have a higher chance of winning that than you do playing the Powerball or going and buying a scratch off and hitting it big. Because you can actually just kind of try to use your sports knowledge and, Right, Chris?
Always. Whatever you said.
Exactly. I told him that you would put in an extra 500 and we would make this thing like $1,000 for the score prediction contest. So.
Oh, okay.
I'm just kidding. No, I was talking about people were arguing that it's impossible to get it right. And I'm like, it's not easy. It's definitely hard to do.
Yeah, the odds aren't there for sure. Although, I will say I feel more positive about kicking Virginia Tech's ass this week than probably any game we've played in the last few years, but not for the reason I should be.
Not for the reason you should be.
That's right. See, as a Miami fan, if the team is gonna like choke and destroy all the like fans' hopes and dreams, it won't be this game.
You're right.
Right. So
you're right.
You know, so this game we're gonna tear them apart. The next game is the one that you know, we all need to be just terrified of, and not because Pitt is some great monster, but if we're gonna do it, that's the one we do it on.
And I think a lot of Miami fans kind of have that in the back of their mind. Let's be honest. Whether you want to say it out loud or not is one thing, but yeah.
I love the team. I love our coach. I love, you know, I'm a big supporter. Obviously, if we're gonna do it, you know, that's probably the thing we've been most consistent at over the last 20.
Yeah, and I feel like years. I don't want to sound too cocky, but this should be the type of game where Miami has to try hard to lose it. Like, this is a pretty rough Virginia Tech team.
No, you don't understand, right? I mean, you're right, but no. In order to have the drama play out the way that only Miami would, it's not that we beat Virginia Tech. We're going to spank that ass tomorrow, because we have to do that in order for next week's game, right? To, like, we got to build the hype. We got to have all the Miami fans screaming, you know, we're national champions. We just had, you know, I don't know, like everybody had bad eggs, or somebody brought donuts in the locker room, or whatever it was, for 2 weeks. And we're back. We're all in. You know, we got to get all the you know, ESPN and everybody else. Oh, Miami should be in, putting pressure on the playoff.
Right, the rankings show, and they'll talk it up. You know, it comes down to this.
Oh yeah,
Miami and Pitt.
That's right.
Away.
Yep, we're like number 11 or 12, so that, you know, and then one of the teams will have to lose. It would make it a lock if we win. Like, all that shit's gonna happen, and then we'll find out if we pull a Miami or not.
Maybe it could be different just one time, Chris.
Yeah, I hope so, man. I hope so. But yeah, I think we absolutely destroy Virginia Tech.
Yeah,
so, then before or go ahead.
No, I was just going to ask you what you think about James Franklin real quick. I was surprised to see a lot of people say they think that was a bad hire.
Okay, I mean, I don't know what people, so hopefully it's not, you know, one of our near and dear that said that, but I thought Penn State was absolutely like that was like one of the worst decisions I think I've seen a college make in a long time, in my opinion. Like to whack a coach and not have a replacement. And then, by the way, who do you replace him with?
Co-op, please check your text.
It's obviously better
also,
than him.
Also, go Canes.
Like,
that Sandman won't enter
like
tomorrow.
Who is that? Is that like Saban? Is that Georgia's coach? You know, I mean, I don't know. Like, it's a small ass list where you say, "Yep, that's an upgrade."
Yeah.
So they fired a guy mid-season who was like a play away from winning the whole fucking thing last year, and they fired him. And I think his losses were by a combined 9 points or something like that. I mean, it's
now
crazy.
How long had he been there? It feels like it was forever, but
yeah, you got to look up his record. His record was like 35-3 or something.
So he had been at Penn State since 2014.
Maybe it wasn't 3, but 35-7. I mean, it's crazy. What was his record?
Let's see. His record, 100. Wait, whoa, hold on. Yeah, 104 and 45.
Okay, maybe the stat was the last 3 years or the last 4 years.
Yeah, I mean his last, not counting 2025, starting with 2024, was 13 and 3, 10 and 3, 11 and 2.
Yeah, okay. In his last 3 seasons, he was 34 and 8.
Yeah, yeah,
I mean,
double digit
I don't
win
know.
seasons, all 3 years.
Yeah,
and I mean sometimes I get to. Sometimes fans just are kind of ready to move on, just to try something different.
Oh, look at our Miami fans. You know, you had a bunch of people, you know, on the fire Cristobal train, and we're hunting a 10-2 season. So, you know, I don't know. I mean, and then you got the whole NIL transfer portal thing. I don't know if there's ever going to be another Alabama, you know, Clemson. I think the disparity between the teams is it's shrunk, right?
Yeah.
You can't stack 3 5-stars.
What about Ohio State
backing
though,
each other
Chris?
up.
What if they win back-to-back natties?
I just threw up a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, I had to ask. You were the perfect guy to bring that question on.
I mean, I just want to throw up a little bit. I mean, it's
like realistically, do you think that Miami could hang with them this year? I'm not asking if they could beat them, but you think they could make it a game?
I am so confused on Miami this year.
There's not a right or wrong answer, but nobody's going to pull your fan card or anything.
No, I'm not worried about that. I mean, if you had asked me that question, whatever, 3 or 4 weeks ago, I would have said, yeah, I think we could beat them. I don't know, man. Like, on paper, I think we can hang with them. I think it'd be a game.
Yeah.
You know, like, I think we could, like, you know, would I call it 50-50? No. But is it, you know, 60-40, 70-30?
This is what it takes.
Probably.
To you.
And candidly, that's kind of the
Miami 38 VT
that's my
nothing. This
view of
defense
this year.
is pissed. They
Like,
lost the shutout last week.
I think
Lock
every
me in
game,
co-op.
there's like a statistical, you know, there's odds that the lesser team wins, right? And you're just flipping a coin, you know. Just not a 50-50, but you know, it's I don't think these things are like 95% or whatever it is when two major programs play each other. You know,
Right.
one's going to win 95 out of 100 games. And they're kids, right? So my hope is that we had just some fluke shit that went down. And so yeah, I don't mean to belabor it. Yes, I think we can hang with anybody in the country if we don't throw 4 interceptions. You know.
Yeah. No, I'm with you.
Yeah.
I said, you know, I did a whole video saying I think Miami could hang with anyone, and people called me a hypocrite. And I don't think people can separate my live reactions during a game. You know, when I'm gonna overreact, I'm mad. You know, pulling out the trash can and stuff, and people said there were comments on there saying, I know it shouldn't matter, but there were comments on there saying, you know, you pulled out the trash can and you're saying this season's done, and no, it's not that. It was unacceptable to lose those, and they lost it in a very Miami way, losing as a big favorite like that. But it doesn't mean that I don't think that they can't hang with some of these teams. I think they could make it a game.
But you know, I think it's interesting. So the knock on Miami for whatever up until maybe it was last year. I don't know, at least 2 or 3 years ago. Sorry, up until the last 2 or 3 years. The knock was that we beat all the shitty teams and then we'd lose whenever we played a decent team. Now I say, you know what? I like my odds better against Ohio State than I do Virginia Tech.
I know, and
So,
I know it doesn't make sense when you say it out loud, but if you're a Miami fan, you get it.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Now,
Hey,
before I throw this out there, I do have one question. How's Joel doing? I haven't been on a whole lot, so I don't know if he's been around, but
you didn't see you didn't see him in the crowd at the Cincy State game. He was holding a big sign that said "Fire Mike Norvell now," and the "now" was in all caps. Mate. It's 14-11. Oh no, it looks like NC State might have just got the ball. The camera went straight to Mike Norvell and zoomed in on him.
I'm telling you, man, they I don't know. I mean, I guess the numbers.
Man, they got
3 minutes.
That's embarrassing. Did you just see that? NC State punted the ball and it bounced off of a Florida State player's head, right off the top of his head, and NC State recovered it. Like, dude was running around, didn't know where the ball was, and it just bounced off the top of his head, and NC State recovered it.
Dude. And you know what? What coach does – so one of the few things – I mean, everybody wants to talk shit about Crystal Ball, and he can't coach. If the offense is bad, it's the offensive coordinator. Defense is bad, it's the defense coordinator. But every coach I know of, every head coach owns special teams. That just is not a good look.
Yeah.
Oof. Yep. Wow. Okay. All right. I like it.
You got any numbers for me for this Virginia Tech game that should be a beatdown?
Okay, again, now I'm going over the top, and I don't want to hear any bullshit about how I'm smoking or whatever. And
they're gonna rip into you.
I'm just that's okay, but I just want to be clear. I'm doing this only because it will make the drama next week more Miami-like.
Okay,
make sense? I got it 55-6.
Okay, I'm with you.
Right? Because if we beat them 55-6, and the 6 is coming like at the end.
This is
maybe
what
they
it
get
takes.
3 or whatever, but I
To
mean, Mario
on the
puts
side
the
of your
foot down.
helmet.
He might even not take a knee.
This is my first time
He
here
might
for a
even
fan
risk-
call-in. Is
risk
there a
not taking
donation
knee
amount I
run
have
the
to
score
pay
up
or just
again.
ring TH number?
I'm just saying. They got to make a statement. Because if it's close, then the drama won't be the drama next week.
Yeah.
55-6, everybody's going to be talking. Right?
Yeah, I mean that's a convincing win over Syracuse, a big dominant win over NC State, and then you go up to Blacksburg and hang a 50 burger on those guys. Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
There you
Chris.
Go. All right, man.
I got you locked in. I guess this is the way we have to talk since I can't seem to pick up the phone when you call me off stream.
I guess so. We'll figure it out. Yeah, get some rest, man.
All right. I appreciate you. I'll see you tomorrow. We'll be ready.
All right, buddy.
All right. Peace.
Later.
Oh, man. Chris is a real good guy. He's a good friend of mine. We've hung out multiple times off stream, outside of the YouTube space. And he's been trying to get a hold of me. And I swear every single time he calls me, I'm filming a video or I'm at the grocery store or something. Every time. Let me get caught up, and I keep glancing over at the Florida State game. I'm sorry. I can't help it. Let me give some shout outs to a couple of these that I missed. My guy stormed the field with DJ with the one straight to the PayPal. He said, Coop, check your text, please. Also, go Canes. That Sandman won't enter tomorrow. I'll check my text as soon as the stream's over. Thank you, DJ. Cali Kane Gang came in with the 5. He says, Miami 38, Virginia Tech nothing. This defense is pissed. They lost. Oh, they're pissed they lost the shutout last week. Lock you in. You said what? 38 nothing. A shutout at Lane Stadium. That would be big. Yeah, I know Virginia Tech is hurting right now, but that'd be big to shut them out on their field like that. Definitely. Thank you for the 5, my friend. The Dank Mister with 5 also. This is my first time here for a fan call in. Is there a donation amount I have to pay, or just ring the number? Just ring the number. I try to not play favorites with like donations and things like that, but it's very, very much appreciated. Thank you. It's kind of just, I don't know how to describe the way we handle the call-in portion. Not a lottery system. It's just first come, first serve. No, actually that's a lie. It's not first come, first serve. It's luck. It's call the number and hope that your number is the one that rings through over everyone else. That's probably the best way to put it. Instead of putting people on hold and meaning there's no hope, once we're 15 minutes into the stream, everybody's got a chance. Everybody does. Thank you. Welcome to the first call-in show. $600 on the line if you can get that score right. DJ also pulling the trigger on the 21 months. Chris, let's do this the most Miami way we know. Yeah. Yeah. I'm watching. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah. It's crazy over here. I mean, Florida State's within 3. Like, can any team in the ACC be consistent? I'm throwing Miami in with this. Yeah, you have Georgia Tech losing to NC State. Gave up so many points to those guys. And then, NC State's probably going to end up winning this, but Florida State's within 3. They're talking about us trying to sneak into the college football playoffs, and we lost to Louisville and SMU. Like, what? It's crazy. It is crazy. What's up, IMAX? Oh my gosh, it is 11. I feel bad, but I kind of need to wrap this up just because I got a lot of work to do for tomorrow. It's good to see George in here, Jet Setter G. I feel bad because I know we have a lot more people that want to get in here, but I want to make sure we're ready to go for the watch party tomorrow. I'm telling you. Noon for me. Whew. World's tallest drummer. 45-13. Oh, I missed muff punt number 2. I did? That's crazy. Oh, man. I think I probably will have to end it there because I was going to try to end about 10 or 10:30. We're here every week. So hey, if it's your first time here like it was for Dank Mister and a couple of others I saw in the live chat, the way this works is we're live every Friday night at 9 p.m. Eastern time. I like to run my mouth for about 20-30 minutes at the beginning of the stream. Then we open the floodgates. There's no hold system. It's just call, and I pick up the first number that shows up on the screen. And if you get the score right, you win $600. Simple as that. I understand it's frustrating. I know some people watch and then you end up not getting in, and that can be a bit demoralizing. My apologies. But with it being a noon game, blame the people who scheduled this. That's early for me. Really, really early for me because I go to bed at like 4 and 5 a.m. But I got to prep for this stream. We got to get everything ready. I got to give a huge shout out to Chris Gaffney owning the board with the big $9.99. But blanket thank yous and shout outs to everybody. The Dank Mister, Storm the Field with DJ, Cali Kane Gang. I always have to say it slow. Mullet TV, my man Duck, he said run the ball and stop the run. That's going to be the key to winning this game. It's a great take. And Paul Marketing, Sean and Olivia, Andrew Crook, Eric Birch, John Bird, and Tropigal kicked us off with the 305. Hey, don't be mad at me. Be mad at the people that made it at noon. Otherwise, I'd be live for another hour. I'm just saying. We will be live, right, for the watch party. I'll have links if you need it to watch the game for free. Siren will be lubed up and ready to go. Let's get a nice, comfortable win, and then we can enjoy the rest of college football Saturday, knowing that, we got one game left, and Miami handled business the way that they were supposed to against a bad Virginia Tech team. They've won 3 games. No excuses. You will not see me on here saying, well, I guess Virginia Tech is better than we thought. They're not good. So don't do the Miami thing. Go out and just handle business the way that you're supposed to and get a big win. Style points. Impress the committee. Leave them no choice. Well, I mean, if you want to do that, you should have won the other 2 games, but this is where we're at. Yeah. Just got to take it from here. I love y'all. Thank you. Lurkers, everybody watching, I appreciate you. Go check the Inside Insight show. Joe came on. He's a Virginia Tech guy, and we chatted it up about this game. Good dude. He came on last year, and he kind of filled us in on some extra stats with drones and some other things going on with the team. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Bright and early. Right on time. Just like always.